From the home of the 12s, they raised the banner just a moment ago. We are set for football at Lumen Field here a mile south of downtown Seattle. This crowd, as we've come to expect in recent years, as loud as any in the NFL, and they get even louder when their Seahawks are introduced. We're ready for football as the Seahawks get set to do battle with the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. Certainly the game of the weekend, maybe the game of the year, the battle of the unbeatens as we get underway. And we will not see a run back on the opening kickoff. This will be a touchback. This is the Oklahoma State alum, Chris Carson. And this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30. Well, this defense for the Bucs, they were very good last week in the win over New Orleans.
And one of the key things you always look for when you're evaluating a defense is how opportunistic are they? How many takeaways do they get per game? And how about last week's game? That number, 6. Absolutely phenomenal performance. They were on top of their game right from the first snap.
They fake the handoff, now Locke. It's caught by Mike Evans. And he's taken down right at the 45-yard line.
That was a fun one to watch right there. A nice in-breaking route and plenty of room in the middle of the field. And he was able to get behind the linebackers and grab the completion for a really good pickup.
So from Buccaneer territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 45-yard line. A nice opening right away as he'll maneuver his way up to the 32-yard line. So back-to-back big runs picking apart this defense on the opening drive.
I thought this was a passing league. I thought this was the era we were in where the ball was always in the air, right?
They didn't get the memo.
And they didn't get the memo, and I know this to be true. Offensive linemen still, to this day, they want to run the football. They want to fire out and hit people across the line of scrimmage, and they're clearing space.
Play action. Now it's Locke. And he's going to be taken down. Pressure gets there back at the 39-yard line. So they will accept the penalty and move forward. Shotgun handoff now for Love. And he'll be dropped at the 23 after a pickup of about 4.
I feel like I could see what he was thinking on that carry. Wanted to follow that big tackle through the hole. Ended up only getting 4 yards on the carry. I think he had designs on that one being bigger.
Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6. Now a give, right side. Carson, and a nice run. They're going to take this close to the first down marker at the Bucs 17. It's a 6-yard run, leaves him with about a foot or so here still to go to hit the marker with 3rd down coming up. Clock now to throw. Looking for Lockett, and it's intercepted. It's Devin White, the linebacker. And the Bucs are going to get possession here as they force the opening drive turnover. So far this season, this defense has had their issues against the pass, so that's a great sign for them to get the early pick.
Yeah, confidence builder for them and an absolute shock for the quarterback because he went into it. He saw the numbers we saw. He watched them on tape. I think he came into this one thinking this is going to be a big day, and it very well could be. But early in this one, advantage defense.
So after the INT, it's Brady. Oh, he's going to air it out right away. And got his man complete. Touchdown, Tampa Bay. Chris Godwin, 82 yards. And the Bucs have taken a first quarter lead. Extra point put through by Succop. And it's now a 7-0 game. Now it's Ryan Succop on after the touchdown to kick it away. This one taken just inside the 10. A lane opens here. He's past the 30. And a good return, able to get out across the 35 to the 36. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And the interception thrown in the red zone last time. We'll see if they can rebound.
I just have to think the last thing he said as they went back out there was, don't do that again. What do you think?
What do you think?
Yeah, I think that. I think that not only did he say that, but he also told him, let's put it in the end zone that it's supposed to be in, all right? The end zone we're trying to score. I know we're being a little bit facetious here, but the bottom line is take care of the football, and everything else should flow from there.
Quick lesson, never ask the play-by-play guy a question.
Hey, you're my partner. I know you're right there with me. But we always talk about good down and distance, allowing offenses to expand their playbook. Well, 2nd and 2, that means your playbook's wide open. You can run just about anything. But a lot of times, the play caller, he just looks down at his sheet, sees the short yardage runs, and goes to one of those.
Block off of play action. Oh, this one incomplete. The pressure got to him as he released it. And it's 2nd down.
And I can see the officials kind of looking at each other down there, silently wondering, does this meet the level of grounding? Fortunately, he did have a receiver in the area, but I have seen less obvious throwaways called as penalties.
On 2nd and 10, Locke. He lets it fly for Lockett. And it looked like he got the feet down, did he? Yes, it's a catch. Touchdown, Seahawks. Tyler Lockett, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Seahawks just an extra point away from tying this thing up. Extra point up and through by Myers. And they will tie our score here in this opening quarter of play. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. And last time the formula was pretty simple. One play drive, long pass. That maybe they just want to do that again, right?
And that's exactly how you want to draw things up. Whether it's on your grease board, right, in your playbook, one play drive is exactly what you want on offense. But they have to be careful.
Well, this is taken in. It's complete. And he's able to get this to the 40-yard line before he's out of bounds. A big play that time through the air. 35 yards. So the big play moves him all the way across midfield to the 40 now for 1st and 10. They'll run it here. This is D'Onta Foreman. And little room to maneuver there. He gets it down to about the 39. On the tackle that time, Shelby Harris. Still 9 remaining on second down. From the gun, it's Brady. Steps away to his left. Now he's going to let it go deep left side. And that is caught at the 10-yard line.
And this has been a nice answer to the touchdown drive against them a few minutes ago because they've come out and reestablished the tempo. A nice throw there, and they're putting together a very strong drive as a response.
Second quarter now, and it's Buccaneer football as they've got it with a 1st and 10. They'll run with Foreman. And he will maneuver his way down to about the 7. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down.
Well, that call makes sense because they've been throwing it well on this drive, and once again they show passing formation, showing the shotgun. Then they ran out of it. That's a nice play by them defensively, though, to hold it to a short gain.
And that'll get him halfway there as he takes it from the 6 to the 3-yard line. Brady going to try and throw on 3rd down. Escaping the pressure right. And, it'll be intercepted. Carlton Davis picks it. And the Seahawks are going to get the football here as the ball will come out to the 20. So this is something we didn't see at all from this offense in the victory last week. That's a turnover. They didn't have any, but giving the ball away here in the opening quarter.
I love the surprise in your voice because it's exactly what you stated. Didn't see it last week, but it was a key to their win. And it'll be a key to this game as well, protecting the football. Didn't get it done there.
And he stopped right at the 25 after a gain of 5.
That's a really nice, tough run inside, and they gained 5 yards on it. And to be frank about it, most offenses don't expect to get 5 yards on a play call like that. So when they do, they go back to their huddle with a little pep in their steps. They're starting to think that they're starting to dominate the line of scrimmage.
The first down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5. They look to throw. It's Locke. It's caught, Lockett. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35.
As long as you go through your proper reads and progressions, the drag route can be one of those old reliable plays because usually it's good for a good chunk of yardage as we just saw there.
And those guys like it, right? They can get the ball with a full head of steam.
Especially against man coverage because man coverage, they're typically running away from someone and not worried about traffic coming out on the other end.
And his throw here's incomplete.
To this point, I've been impressed with the work defensively. They have not allowed a lot of receivers to run free. And there's another example, another incompletion.
An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. And he's across the 40, 3 extra yards to the 43. They get 7 out of that, so they're left with a 3rd and 3.
That was a really nice run there to bring up 3rd and short. After the incompletion on first down, it's awfully nice to have a running back that you can hand it to and put you back in a good situation.
Mike 19, Mike 19. Rip right. Back.
Locke going to try and throw on 3rd down. Throw left side is complete on the diving effort.
When you're a player of his stature, you don't just circle the games on your team's calendar. You
Circle the Pro Bowl?
Without a doubt. That's a game that you just figure you're going to be in each and every year. And it's because of catches like that. That's why he goes.
On first down, Locke. And he's left with no option here but to throw it away.
They've given up a few first downs on this drive, but getting the incompletion there, that should give them something to build on and maybe turn the tide.
Here's 2nd and 10 now from the 35. This is Carson, and he'll be upended at the 33 following a gain of 3. And guess what? It brings up third down.
Typically, we think it's the strong safeties that are better tacklers, especially closer to the line of scrimmage amidst traffic. But in this case, how about the free safety coming up and making the big-time play?
We've hit the 2-minute mark of the first half. All knotted up at 7. Coming up at halftime, I'll go from one personality, that's you, Charles Davis, to another one in Orlando, the coach. He'll have stats and scores from around the NFL. You and Jonathan Coachman, both larger than life.
No doubt about it.
But you're stuck with me in this booth,
yes,
and he's miles away and smiling.
And happy.
Now a 1st and 10 at the 11.
Check, 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 check. You got tight. You got tight. You got tight right there. Kill, kill, kill.
Now Locke. And it's incomplete.
No sense risking anything there on first down. Even though he's still in the pocket, he had a receiver out to his side, so just put that in a spot where the only people who could make a play on it are the trainers and the coaches. Well done.
So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. They'll hand it off. It's Love. And here he'll get it down to the 7. Now the Bucs going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. The Bucs with an extra defender now in the secondary here on 3rd down. Throwing now is Locke. Eluding the pressure right. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete. That has to feel like a very unsatisfying drive, right? You move the ball all that way, and then you can't convert on 3rd down.
But it was satisfying up until that point. Almost like a great movie, and then the film cuts out before the big ending.
And Myers able to knock it through. And they take the lead here now at 10-7. So a good kick there. They put the bow tie on it with 3 points.
And let's face it, everybody wants a touchdown. We know that. But in the NFL, defenses are awfully good. You're not going to score each and every time. Be able to knock the ball through the post and take the throw.
By the way, I said bow tie. I meant just bow. Not the tie, but yeah.
Either way.
You got it.
I just went right past it.
The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. And with a little under a minute to go, they may try and work their way into field goal range and try to tie up this ball game. Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. And he's going to find his man out of the backfield. That's complete. And he's going to get a good gain of 9 here up to the 34. Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Brady. He's going to flip one out here to his running back. The Bucs going to go ahead and use the 2nd of their timeouts as the clock will stop with just under 30 seconds to go in the first half. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Now Brady. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
It certainly didn't appear that that's where he wanted to go with the ball initially, so he tried to get something out of it by dumping it off to his running back unsuccessfully.
Here's 2nd and 10. Now Brady. Oh, what a catch. It's Godwin. And he's going to be out of bounds right at midfield.
Boy, that completion comes with a high degree of difficulty, especially on the catch. Had to look that one in one-handed, able to do so, and ends up picking up a first down as well.
On first down, Foreman. He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4. The Bucs forced to use their 3rd and final timeout as they'll stop it with 14 seconds to go in this first half. 6 yards on that last play. Here's 2nd and 4. Shotgun now for Brady. He'll rifle this one deep right side. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Read it well, and it's picked. And he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown. Now remember, this is the #1 defense in the National Football League. There's a good example of why.
Shows that they set an aggressive tone, not just stopping the run, not just getting after the quarterback, but the ball's in the air. They treat it like they're the receivers, and they went after that one and took it all the way.
Myers connects on the PAT, and his guys will take a 10-point lead. All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. A 10-point game, 17-7 the score as we get back to it on EA Sports. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. And right out of the gate, they face what you'd think could be a pretty important drive.
I would say so. You know, they're down 2 scores. That's not the end of the world. It wasn't the strongest of first halves, but for them to start calling back, they've got to start putting a little pressure on that defense, start cutting into this deficit. You can't have 3 and outs and expect to get that done.
Buying time to his left. Now he'll let it go deep down the left sideline. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down. Brady going to throw. Oh, he'll air this one deep for Judy. And unable to connect. Incomplete. Now, give them credit. They took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down.
I'm sure this isn't a novel thought, but maybe run some simpler routes instead of trying to get it all back in one shot. Defense certainly appears to be ready for them. Try and get it back little by little instead of in big chunks.
Brady not coming to the sideline. They're going to go for it here on 4th. Brady to throw for it on 4th down. And he's going to have his running back. It's complete. And they will touch him down, but not before he gets the first. Again, it's Brady. And seeing no options, he just tosses this one away, incomplete. Now that'll bring up 2nd down. You know, despite the scoreline, I think they've got to like where they are here. They're on the road and just one big play away from getting right back in this game.
I'm going to follow right along with you because the spot they're in now is a credit to their defense. They've kept them in it by making the plays that they've made, and that just means you're one big score away from being right back there.
Now the question is, can this offense step up and make that play? Because that's been an issue for them in this game. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. They'll run on 1st down. Foreman, and good penetration here. He'll get this down only to about the 49-yard line. Just a yard on the 1st down carry, so it's 2nd and 9. To throw, it's Brady. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. And that'll wind up moving the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the Seahawks 26. Brady now on first down. Dancing to his left. He's going to take a shot for the end zone. And he holds it in for the Buccaneer touchdown. Jerry Jeudy, his 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Bucs have made this a one-score game. Extra point up and good by Succop. And the lead is down to a field goal. Now it's Ryan Succop on after the touchdown to kick it away. Pulls it in at the 13. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line. Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. And maybe some renewed pressure on this unit following the touchdown a moment ago. It's back to a one-score game.
And because of that pressure, because it's now a one-score game, they know this is where you need to slow the momentum change. Because otherwise, that could overrun your team. You got to be careful right here.
A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11. On play action, Locke. Looking for Lockett, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Bryce Callahan. And a great return here gets this one all the way down to the 26-yard line.
And, Brandon, this is a real nice job defensively of getting inside a quarterback's head and figuring out, okay, where's he going with the football? Because you can make an educated guess defensively. Not all the time, but sometimes. And when you're right, you've got a decent chance of coming away with the football.
On 1st and 10, here's Brady. And he'll throw this one away. I don't think he's out of the pocket, no. Here comes the flag. Clearly wasn't outside of the tackle box. There's your penalty.
And accompanying that penalty, a loss of down.
They lose the yardage, and, of course, they also lose the down on the grounding call, and it's quickly 2nd and long. Now Brady. Being chased out left. And now a fumble. Brady loses the football. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. And the Seahawks have picked it up. He's at the 40. 20. 10. And they bring this one back. It's a fumble recovery and a Seattle touchdown. The extra point now coming from Myers. And his guys will take a 10-point lead. So here's the kickoff now as they'll get it again following that fumble return for a score. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. And they weren't on the sidelines for long, but I'll tell you what, I'm glad you and I weren't down there. We could hear them, the coaches from all the way up here. They were adamant, you've got to hold on to the football or else we have no hope.
Yeah, it's easy for me to laugh sitting up here, but you're exactly right. If we were down there, that message would have been received a whole different way. Because turnovers, they've been a big problem for them. Got to take care of the football. Got to hold on to it.
And they're able to get this one across the 35. first down. Foreman, and he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up. Now, they struggled to get him rolling on the ground in the first half, and that's sort of continuing here in the third quarter.
Yeah, but I don't think it's time to abandon the running game. I would say keep feeding the horse, and I believe he'll eventually reward them, especially as we get deeper in the game. Sometimes with the running game, you've just got to stick with it. Look, it's the third quarter, no time to panic. But that also doesn't mean you just do it the same way you've been doing it the entire ball game. Maybe change up some blocking assignments or run a few different plays, but stay with the overall essence of the running game.
Brady now to throw. Pressure comes. He's taken down by the Seahawk defense. He couldn't get away there on third down. The pressure too much, and he's sacked for a loss of 12. All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on 4th down. They're going for it. Now Brady got to have this one. That's to his running back, complete. And getting this just shy of midfield. They'll spot it at the 49. Brady now on first down. A hit as he throws there, incomplete.
I'll tell you what, partner, after he ices down, he's going to need a nice long soak in a hot tub after this one. He's been under duress the entire game.
Oh, yeah, once again, hit as he throws. Fortunate that one wound up incomplete. To throw on 2nd and 10. Brady forced out to his left. Now he'll throw deep left side. And this is taken in at the 5. Touchdown, Tampa Bay. Rico Gafford, his 9th touchdown of the season. And the Bucs have made it a one-score game again here in the 4th. Extra point put through by Succop. And now things get a bit more interesting here in this 4th quarter. Now it's Ryan Succop on after the touchdown to kick it away. From the 6. And the tackle going to be made right there at the 25-yard line. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. I'm curious to see, Charles, about the play calling on this drive. Last time out, the interception that led to a touchdown. Here we are. I mean, very close, one-score game. Yeah, and if I'm a defender, I'm actually chirping to you on the other side of the ball, saying, hey, we picked off the last one. What you going to do about it now? So when you do throw the football, high percentage, but throw with confidence. If there's any hesitancy at all, it could end up in enemy's hands again. They'll run on first down. It's Carson, and he's across the 40, 3 extra yards to the 43. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3. All right, that's a decent game there, but it hasn't been his best game overall. So I wonder what the mindset is of his team. Do they want him to handle the football and try and close this game out? Or are they going to make an alternative plan and maybe go in a different direction? I think they need him, and this is his time to shine. It'll be a loss of a yard, and that's going to lead to a 3rd and 4 coming up. Shotgun snap to Locke. No escape from Locke, and he'll go down. Big Vita Vea pushing his way through to wind up with a sack. Well, here's where having mobility sometimes can work against you as a quarterback. He thinks he can retreat and outrun the pressure. But that time, they zeroed in on him and took him down for a big loss, partner. A really big loss. And he didn't quite have the backspin on that one. It hits at the 4 and continues into the end zone. It's a touchback. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. And you sense the tide turning. They scored, then their defense forced the punt, and now a chance to ultimately take the lead here late. Trey Brown there on the stop.
Well, at the end of all that hitting and hollering, it was a 4-yard run, so the offense is going to go back to huddle and feel pretty good about themselves. Defensively, you have to feel okay because you didn't let it turn into a bigger run. But the goal, shut it down for 2 yards or less. That's when you start to feel good about yourselves. Most of their damage has been done through the air. I mean, they've rung the bell 3 times with passing touchdowns, but guess what? Ground game has not been neglected. Nice little burst right there.
On first down, Foreman. And the second wave of tacklers is going to get him as they stop him behind the line. So it's Buccaneer football as we welcome you back. They come up on a second down now in a game that looks like it's going to go down to the wire. Now Brady. That's to his running back, Leonard Fournette. And he is brought down, but not before reaching the 30. A big play there on the catch and run.
He was not the primary target. They expected to get the ball downfield. Instead, checked it down. An old coach of mine used to say to us all the time, when they check it down, that should end the down. In this case, though, he foiled that in a big way and turned it into a big play.
Second down, back to Fournette. It's a 4-yard pickup there, and it leaves him with 3rd and 5. Back to throw, Brady. That's out to his running back, Fournette. Now the Bucs going to use the first of their timeouts as they get it with 26 seconds to go in the football game. So from the 17 now, here's a 1st and 10. He will push his way down to about the 14. The Bucs going to go ahead and use the second of their timeouts as they stop it with 22 ticks to go in the 4th. To throw is Brady. And he can't get a throw away. He's taken down. Montez Sweat in there to take him down, and the clock will roll.
So if we recount real quick, he had the touchdown earlier, and now he comes up with the sack here. No doubt about it, he's having himself a game.
Now there's the timeout, signaled for with 2 seconds to go. And the field goal unit likely trying to send this one to overtime. So Brady departs, and on is Ryan Succop for the Buccaneer field goal. And we will get a timeout with 2 ticks left. So Brady departs, and on is Ryan Succop for the Buccaneer field goal. With 2 seconds left in regulation, this to force overtime. And the 13-year man puts it through. And in the 4th quarter, this game is tied. And here in overtime, if the team that receives the ball scores a touchdown, it's over. If they don't, we can still have some more football.
That's exactly right. If they go down and kick a field goal, the other team gets a possession to either match it or score a touchdown to win the ball game. If both teams kick field goals, the next team to score wins. But if the receiving team throws a pick six or fumbles the ball and it gets picked up by the defense and they score, the game is over at that point.
So a tie ball game here as the kick's away. And no return here to begin the overtime session. That'll be a touchback. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. Except for their first drive here in overtime. And this is where the crowd can really become a factor.
They've had to battle it all day, but I know what you're saying. In overtime, That gets doubled, doesn't it? At least, because now the crowd really wants to be involved and help their team, and that first drive can dictate the whole thing because they know if this team takes it.
And that's caught inside the 35. And they finally get him, but not before he reaches the 33-yard line. So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30. A shotgun give to Fournette. Fournette, a first down, still going. And down to the 16-yard line. 42 yards rushing for him now as he is just trying to will his guys to an overtime victory.
That's a nice run right there, able to get to the outside. And so many times defenses say, okay, we've got you hemmed in. But if you're running the football, at least you know where everyone is coming from. You don't have to worry about the backside at all. That allows you to run with a little bit.
And he is in for the score. And it is absolute stunned silence here as they win it on the road in overtime. A lot of scoring. There's no doubt about that in this one, Charles. Points, they were not at a premium. They were pretty easy to come by.
They were, but it was fun, wasn't it? Because both teams finding ways to click. And you know people who love this game, they also love baseball games that are 14-11 with 3 or 4 home runs mixed in.
So for the Bucs, they improved to 5-0 now on the young season. And they'll get another road test next week as they head to Arizona to take on the Cardinals. Meanwhile, for Seattle, it was a good first month, but they'll fall to 4-1 as they suffer their first loss. And they will get a home date next week against the Los Angeles Chargers. And for Charles Davis and our entire crew here at EA Sports, I'm Brandon Gaudin saying so long, everybody.